It was indeed a strange case. But the detective resolved to find out how, or to find out what happened. Okay, go ahead.
The detective was making
Every effort.
to
Solve the mystery
solve the mystery of the missing painting done by a
famous artist.
artist. The artwork was kept for a museum. It was a complex pastel as to how it was used without anyone seeing it was
indeed
a
strange
case, but the detective resolved to find out what happened.
Right, very good. The detective resolved to find out what happened. Okay.
The detective was making every effort to solve the mystery of the missing painting done by a famous artist. The artwork was taken from a museum. It was a complex puzzle as to how it was removed without anyone seeing it taken. It was indeed a strange case, but the detective resolved to find out what happened.
Right, what happened? To solve the mystery. It's M-Y, but it's pronounced as M-I-S-S, mystery. It is a mystery. Not a mystery, but a mystery. A mystery. Strange, very strange, unusual. Strange, not so much stranger, but strange. Just these endings they're necessary, but they're not very pronounced. In other words, remove it. No, remove. Just a little bit of it. You can hardly hear it, but it's there. He removed. Not remove it, but remove. Strange. Just barely hear it. Okay, go ahead.
The detective was making every effort to solve the mystery of the missing painting done by a famous artist. The artwork was taken from a museum. It was a complex puzzle, and as to how it was removed without anyone seeing it taken, it was indeed a strange case, but the detective resolved to find out what happened.
Right, very good. It was a complex puzzle. The artwork, complex, complex, X at the end, complex puzzle as to how it was removed without anyone seeing it taken. Okay.
The detective was making every effort to resolve the mystery of the missing painting done by a famous artist. The artwork was taken from the museum. It was a complex puzzle had to have it was removed without anyone seeing it taken. It was in this strange case, but the detective resolved to find out what happened.
Right, very good. It was indeed a strange case, but the detective resolved to find out what happened. Very good. Okay, go ahead.
The detective was making every effort to solve the mystery of the missing painting done by a famous artist. The artwork was taken from a museum. It was a complex puzzle as to how it was removed without anyone seeing it taken. It was indeed a strange case, but the detective resolved to find out what happened.
Right, very good. It was a complex puzzle.
Puzzle.
Puzzle. Puzzle. Puzzle. Complex puzzle as to how it was taken. Go ahead, sir.
The detective was making every effort to solve the mystery of the missing painting done by a famous artist. The artwork was taken from a museum. It was a complex puzzle as to how it was removed without anyone seeing it taken. It was indeed a strange case, but the detectives resolved to find out what happened.
Right, very good. It was indeed a strange case, but the to detect something, to look around and see, to be a detective, one who is trying to detect something going on, so to speak. Go ahead.
The detective was making every effort to solve the mystery of the missing painting done by a famous artist. The artwork was taken from a museum. It was a complex puzzle as to how it was removed without anyone seeing it taken. It was indeed a strange case, but the detective resolved to find out what happened.
Right, very good. It was indeed a strange case, but the detective resolved to find out what happened. The detective was making every effort to solve the mystery. Okay, go ahead.
The detective was making every effort to solve the mystery of the missing painting done by a famous artist. The artwork was taken from a museum. It was a complex puzzle as to how it was removed without anyone seeing it taken. It was indeed a strange case, but the detective resolved to find out what happened.
Right, very good. The detective was making every effort to solve the mystery. Okay.
The detective was making every effort to solve the mystery of the missing painting done by a famous artist. The artwork was taken from a museum. It was a complex puzzle as to how it was removed without anyone seeing it taken. It was indeed a strange case, but the detective resolved to find out what happened.
Right, very good. It was indeed a strange case, but the detective resolved to find out what happened, making every effort to solve the mystery. Okay.
The detective was making every effort to solve the mystery of the missing painting done by a famous artist. The artwork was taken from a museum. It was a complex puzzle as to how it was removed without anyone seeing it taken. It was indeed a strange case, but the detective resolved to find out what happened.
Right, very good. It was indeed a strange case, but the detective resolved to find out what happened. It was a complex puzzle as to how it was removed without anyone seeing it taken. Good.
The detective was making every effort to solve the mystery of the missing painting done by a famous artist. The artwork was taken from a museum. This was a complex puzzle, as to how it was removed without anyone seeing it taken. It was indeed a strange case, but the detective resolved to find out what happened.
Okay, very good. But the detective resolved to find out what happened. Okay.
The detective was making every effort to solve the mystery of the missing painting done by a famous artist. The artwork was taken from a museum. It was a complex puzzle as to how it was removed without anyone seeing it taken. It was indeed a strange case, but the detective resolved to find out what happened.
Right, very good. But the detective resolved to find out what happened. Okay, sir.
The detective was making every effort to solve the mystery of the missing painting done by a famous artist. The artwork was taken from a museum. It was a complex puzzle as to how it was removed without any seeing it taken. It was indeed a strange case, but the detective resolved to find out what happened.
Right, very good. It was indeed a strange case, but the detective resolved to find out what happened. The detective, usually a senior police representative, above a patrolman or something like that, someone with experience in criminal matters who investigates various cases, a detective. You can have it be a detective sergeant, you can be a detective first class, depending on your rank within the police department. But normally an experienced and senior representative of the police.
FBI is okay, teacher.
What?
FBI, right? FBI.
You are a detective.
I don't know anything about the FBI. I don't know anything about it.
expert.
Yeah, expert, right, yeah. Kind of. Anyway, the detective was making every effort to solve the mystery. In other words, there was some strange event that occurred. And the detective was making every effort. He was doing every possible thing he could do as an investigator to find out and to resolve the mystery, the complex situation that occurred, to solve and to come to the answer of the mystery of the missing painting, which was done by a famous artist. Could be Leonardo da Vinci or some famous Manet or whatever. Famous artist, a very well-known painter of art. The artwork, the piece of art, in this case, the painting, was taken from a museum. Let's say it was an art museum. You know, a big museum, an art museum, was taken. It was a complex puzzle as to how it was removed without anyone seeing it taken. Complex, very unusual. Maybe it was the type of thing that at 9 o'clock in the morning on a Tuesday, the painting was on the wall. And when someone came back from lunch at 12 o'clock, it was gone. How could it happen and no one see it taken in an open museum in front of everybody? Very complex. He would have to interview all, let's say, 60 people that work in the museum. Everyone. Where were you between 9 and 12 today? Well, I was visiting another museum. Whatever. Complex, unusual. As to how and no one saw it taken. Whoa. Unusual. He would have to interview everybody. It was indeed a strange, a very unusual case. 60 people working in the museum, and no one saw a thing, as the Da Vinci was taken off the wall and out of the museum. But the detective made up his mind. He made up his mind. He was absolutely resolute to resolve resolve the matter. He had made up his mind, this will be solved. To find out what exactly happened to the Da Vinci painting taken from the wall of the museum during business hours between 9 and 12 on a Tuesday morning. Wow. Any questions about the words?
Yes. In this case, the detective has not solved the problem yet.
Right. The detective is a strange case. But the detective has made up his mind. He's resolved to find out. He hasn't solved it yet, but he is determined. I will solve this case if it takes me a year of investigations every day. I am resolute, like iron, to decide this case. He hasn't solved it. The detective resolved, a little different. He's made up his mind that this case will be solved. I am resolute in my belief and my determination to do this. Any other questions about the words? Every effort to solve the mystery, missing painting, famous artist, artwork, museum, complex puzzle, strange. Good.
How about as to complex puzzle as to?
What?
What do you mean by as to?
It was very a difficult case, a complex puzzle, a very difficult case, as to how, the way, the method in which it was removed. You could say it was a complex puzzle as with regard to the way, as to how it was removed. A complex puzzle with regard to the way it was removed, as to how it was removed. How did they take it out? Did they climb up a ladder and take it off? Did 3 people come in and kind of boost each other up and take it off? How did they do it? It was a very complex puzzle. It was one of the world's most famous paintings, and it's gone in front of everybody. So the question is, how did they do it? As to how it was removed.
Invisible man.
Huh?
Invisible man.
Invisible man. Right, there it is. Solved the puzzle. Easy case, no problem. Any other questions about that? Complex, difficult, puzzle, a mystery, a very difficult thing to decide. It's a real puzzle. You have to sit and work out what all happened. Everybody has to be interviewed. All people that visited the library during the time have to be identified. Oh, take a lot of work. But he was determined to resolve the case. I will solve the case. Any other questions about it? Okay. Okay, here we go. Police investigations can sometimes be dangerous, depending on the situation. For example, searching for an armed robber can be risky, and police need to exercise caution to ensure their safety. Police investigations can sometimes be dangerous, depending on the situation. For example, searching for an armed robber can be risky, and police need to exercise caution to ensure their safety. Okay, go ahead.
Police investigations can sometimes be dangerous depending on the situation. For example, searching for an armed robber can be risky, and police need to exercise caution to ensure their safety.
Right, very good. Police investigations can sometimes be dangerous depending on the situation. For example, searching for an armed robber can be risky, and police need to exercise caution to ensure their safety.
Police investigation can sometimes be dangerous, depending on the situation. For example, searching for an armed robber can be risky, and police need to exercise caution to ensure their safety.
Right, very good. And police need to exercise caution to ensure their safety. Investigations can sometimes be dangerous. Okay.
Police investigation can sometimes be dangerous depending on the situation. For example, searching for an armed robber can be risky, and police need to exercise caution to ensure their safety.
Right, very good. Can be risky, and police need to exercise caution to ensure their safety. Okay.
Police investigation can sometimes be dangerous depending on the situation. For example, searching for an armed robber can be risky, and police need to exercise caution to ensure their safety.
Right, police need to exercise caution C-A-W-T-I-O-N, caution, to ensure their safety. Investigation. Invest. Try to get away from the invest. Investigation. The B sound, the W can be tricky. It's in investigation. Not in west, but in best.
Police investigation can sometimes be dangerous depending on the situation. For example, searching for an armed robot can be risky and police needs the exercise caution to ensure their safety.
Right. Can be risky, and police need to exercise caution to ensure their safety. Police investigations can sometimes be dangerous depending on the situation. Okay.
Police investigation can sometimes be
Dangerous. Depending
on the
situation.
For
Example. Searching.
For
Armed.
the robber can be
Risky.
and police need to exercise
Caution.
to ensure their
Safety. And police need to exercise caution to ensure their safety. Okay.
Police investigations can sometimes be dangerous depending on the situation. For example, searching for an armed robber can be risky and police need to exercise caution to ensure their safety.
Right, very good. Can be risky, and police need to exercise caution to ensure their safety. Can be sometimes be dangerous depending on the situation. Okay.
Police investigations can sometimes be dangerous depending on the situation. For example, searching for an armed robber can be risky and police need to exercise caution to ensure their safety.
Right, exactly, very good. Can be risky, and police need to exercise caution to ensure their safety. Depending on the situation. Okay, go ahead.
Police investigation can sometimes be dangerous depending on the situation. For example, searching for an armed robber can be risky and police need to exercise caution to ensure their safety.
Right, very good. Searching for the arm of an armed robber can be very risky. R-I-S-K-Y.